Hey everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about an Xbox wireless controller that is not turning on. I'll be going over some easy fixes to try first, and this will be a tutorial, so let's get right into this instructional video tutorial. I'll be going over 5 simple things that you can try out, and hopefully they'll fix your Xbox wireless controller. Now, for full disclosure, this is my Xbox wireless controller. It is working perfectly fine, but if I was having trouble with it, these are the things that I would try. Starting off with number one. Number one is try replacing the batteries. It is literally that simple and straightforward. If your controller is not turning on, you should try replacing the batteries. You might think that your batteries are, fully charged, that your batteries have full juice in them or have a lot of juice left in them. In terms of, when I say juice, I mean power. So like a lot of power, a lot of life left in them. But in reality, maybe they don't. Even if you took them straight out of a pack, there's a slim chance that they might have low power. Especially if you're like me, I keep like all my batteries in like a bin. And some of them I try and keep in the pack, but a lot of them end up in the bin anyways, because they fall out of the pack. If I remove, a couple batteries from a bigger pack, some of the other ones go in the bin because it's just easier to store them. So when I take the batteries out of the bin, I think that they're fully charged, but in reality, they might not be. So it's just so simple. Try replacing the batteries with literally batteries that are pack fresh, that have a good amount of charge left in them. Try that out, because that's the first thing that I would try. So that's what I would recommend that you try first, because it's so easy to do, and it can be quite effective at getting your controller to turn on and work properly once again. But if that doesn't work and you try replacing the batteries, or your batteries have enough juice left in them, then you can move on to the next one. The next one is going to be number two. Number two is try a wired connection instead. So literally, obviously if your controller won't turn on when you're trying to use it wirelessly, try a wired connection. If your controller turns on using a wired connection, but it does not turn on using a wireless connection or a battery powered connection, using the batteries and so on and so forth, then you've at least narrowed it down. It doesn't mean that the batteries are the problem necessarily, but you've narrowed it down, and you can take it a couple steps further towards finding a solution and getting to the bottom of the problem. So try that out, and hopefully that helps you out, at least with regards to getting the controller to work temporarily, but narrowing down what the problem might be as well. If that doesn't help you out, you can move on to number three. Number three is press the button to power on the controller decently firmly. So you're going to go and press the button to power on the controller decently firmly. I'm not saying press it hard. I'm not saying mash it in. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm saying whatever amount of force you usually use to press it down in terms of powering on the controller with the power button, you're going to press it just slightly with more power than that, just slightly more power than that, just decently firmly, so just a little bit of extra pressure. Try it out, because you never know, maybe there's something caught under the power button or caught around the power button. Maybe it's just not making a good connection. There's a slim chance that this will help, but it's worth trying out because it might help, and it's so easy to try out. Okay, if that doesn't work, or if that doesn't help you out, you can move on to number four. Number four is look at the battery compartment. So you want to take off the battery cover, remove the batteries, and look at the battery compartment. Look and just see if anything looks off. If anything looks like, it should, looks weird. If anything looks like it's not making a proper connection. And then at that point, if you see that it looks off or something looks weird, you can go ahead and take the appropriate steps to repair it. Whether you feel comfortable doing that yourself, or you want to bring it to a shop or to a professional, that's your own judgment and your own decision. But at least you'll know that that could be part of the problem. So look at the battery compartment, see what's going on, see if anything looks off, if anything looks weird, and so on and so forth. If that doesn't help you out, you can move on to the last one for this video, which is number five. Number five is clean around the controller's power button. So basically, if you notice that there might be something caught around the power button of the controller, you can clean around it. Now, if you don't notice anything stuck there, if it looks like nothing is obstructing it, you probably shouldn't clean it, because there's no need to clean it. But if you notice it looks a little bit off, if you notice that maybe you ate around it, you drank around the controller, maybe like you're eating a snack or you're drinking a juice around the controller, maybe you spilled something on it, whatever the case is, then it might be worth it to look into cleaning around the power button. And you have to go and do your own research with regards to what is safe for cleaning around the power button, the ways to do it, and what you feel comfortable with. But yeah, it's definitely something that you can look into and consider, because maybe there's something obstructing the power button and it's not making a proper connection. So you might want to consider cleaning around the power button. But like I said, if you don't notice anything weird, if it looks perfectly fine, you probably shouldn't clean around it. It's not even worth it to try. But if it looks off, or if you remember spilling something on it, or you see crumbs around it, or you see like a staining around it, then you might want to consider cleaning it, and use your judgment, use your own research to figure out how you might go about cleaning it in a safe and easy and comfortable way. And that's basically it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And yeah, other than that, I've got nothing else to say. So with nothing else to say, we're going to roll the outro for this video. So without further ado, here's the outro for this specific video. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more good videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.